back to the bar. Ready? Far right. Go, move. Next target. Where's forward? Right. Okay, what's up? What? On voit la voiture? Vas-y, on part derrière, on passe derrière.
There's something happening here, but what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn, nobody's right if everybody's wrong.
Already written out, and so I can take it and just make all my calls. But I like that because I have my use grease pencil.
Yeah. Use pencil. I put it here.
Yeah.
And but you can put markers too.
Yeah.
If you can give it to me. Thank you. You can put it inside like this, and I have an emergency light. Again. Okay, this room is clear. Let's go. So this one is mine. I just 5 feet from zero, and we are going to sell it on our website.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we find it very interesting.
Nobody has that on there.
All right. So let me show you what this drill looks like. I'll need 2 students inside the box, one with a shield, one without a shield. I've got Bones on a shield, somebody be his support man. Cool. So if you're not Cole or Bones, then be somewhere else outside of the box and don't be in front of a target, right? So there's one behind you guys, there's one here, right? You don't have to fucking go hide. Just don't be where there's a fucking target, right? Right? Plenty of room. It's really important that your students watch. Really important that your students watch because you learn by watching, right? And by doing. You don't have the performance anxiety. You get to see it in third person. Dude, one of the reasons why we have such a hard time performing is because we can't ever, or we very rarely get the experience of watching ourselves do it. That's why videoing someone and showing them what they're doing is so valuable. Reviewing your own body cam footage is so valuable. You can do the exact same thing every rep in training by having the students watch each other go. Right? Like the brain processes that as a rep, whether it's me doing it or you doing it, right? There's some pretty significant science behind that. So I don't need to necessarily watch myself perform it. I can watch someone else perform it, and it is of value. You'll see it every time you run this because the dudes that go at the end will have the best rep. Each target is designated by a letter or number. That is the only thing you're shooting at. You're not shooting at one another in the drill. You're not shooting at the people around the drill. You're simply just shooting at those targets. I will give you the letter or number, and that is the target that you will shoot. With that being said, you might not be able to identify the target from where you're at. Your buddy may. Find the first target I give you and give it verbal commands. Here we go. 3, 3, 3.
Don't move! Police! Police! Don't move!
Please. All right, so a couple things we're looking for. Take a look if you can see it. So I had a finger go to the trigger, but he quickly took it off. All right, so I'll just remind the student, maybe don't go to the trigger on verbal commands. But he coached himself instantly, right? The next thing I'm looking for is that they're not acquiring a fucking sight picture. Dudes, your people have myelinated that when they go to the sights under stress, they press the fucking trigger, right? Every rep you've ever given them in training, when they find the sights and there's a stimulus, what do? press the trigger. You don't want to have them 90% of the way there when they're interacting with somebody, because now one disruption in that process and boom, they press the fucking trigger. I want a deliberate application, so they need to be looking over the sight's finger, not be on the trigger. Same thing with my shield guy, right? He's living life through the viewport. He's removing the muzzle from the equation until he needs it. Truly maximize making training realistic, we need to give a realistic stimulus. Since I have started introducing visual stimulus in training, I realize that how people respond is substantially different when they have a visual stimulus. You'll probably already see that in this drill. Find red, find red.
Lève les mains.
Rojo, rojo. That's
Ici, ici.
Where'd he go?
Bouge pas, bouge pas, bouge pas, bouge pas. Bouge pas, bouge pas. Bouge pas. Et toi au sol. Bouge pas, bouge pas, bouge pas.
Red's a threat! There you go.
Bouge pas, bouge pas. Bouge pas.
Red's a threat! He's outside the box, but I'll give it to him because I like where he was at. Right? I like where he's at. Red's a threat.
Bouge pas, bouge pas, bouge pas. Bouge pas. Ici, là, lève les mains.
Red's a threat.
Ici, ici.
Where'd he go?
Bouge pas. Allez, bouge pas, lève les mains.
Ah, les impairs c'est blabla et les pairs c'est bagarre.
Ok.
You got it in? Alright, yep. Got it. Got it. Good? Good. Good. Nice.
I'm gonna beat your ass in French.
Let's go! 1 and 1! Shooters! Ready? USA! USA! Oh shit. Alright, you guys good? You guys good? Good. Alright, shooters, ready?
Fuck you!
Holly came from Miami, FLA, hitchhiked away across USA, plucked her eyebrows on the way, shaved her legs, and then he was a she. She says, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey honey, take a walk on the wild side. Candy came from out on the island. In the back room she was everybody's darling, but she never lost her head even when she was getting
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you, John.
Cheers, brothers.
Santé.
Ah, ça c'est l'expérience. Hein.
Yeah, I've been forging since 8 this morning.
Great.
Yeah.
But for how many years? What is the story behind
this? Behind all this? Long story short, so I was, after the military, I started contracting. And I started contracting with an academy. They used to be Blackwater, those guys. And on a range, it was like 9 hours. Everything was fine. And we were teaching some civilians and Department of State personnel. Bunch of females, whatever, right? And the whole day, everything was fine. 8 hours, all right guys, see you later. I get my range bag, I'm like, and I hear somebody messing with Glock 19, just kind of tracking it. I'm like, who the heck? I turn around, everything goes black. And the chick, she fired, and the 9mm round hit a pole right in front of me, and they went straight into my left eye. And it split my left eye completely apart, went to the back of the eye socket, and then glanced off into the nasal cavity and broke all the inside of the whole thing. Well, anyway, my vision came back, but not on my left, just my right. And I just started like, motherfucker, what the fuck? I got really pissed off. And there was a bottle of water there, and they were like, well, flush it out, let's see what's going on. It's stupid, right? That's like a good idea. Yeah. And because I was pissed. Yeah. And I took the bottle of water and I flushed it out, and I went to my buddy, I was like, what's it look like? He's like, dude, your eye's like cut in half, it's fucking gone. It's like, shit. Everybody on the range, I was very disappointed. There was no medical care. Like, everybody froze. Nobody knew what to do. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to the hospital myself. So I pulled like an Ace Ventura pet detective shit where like I'm in the car and I'm hanging my head out of the window, just throwing up from the shock and bleeding out of my head and all that. And I finally get to the ER, and this is South Texas. And like that hospital there is the only one for like an hour and a half. And they kill more people than they save. So I just go up to the front register and I hit it, and there was a nurse there. She was on her Facebook, whatever, right? And I hit the top of the desk. Blood goes everywhere, and I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I've been shot in the head, and I need a bed." And she's just like, "Oh." Anyway, when I finally got to the bed, like I passed out. They tried to medevac flight me to San Antonio like 3 different times, and for some reason, every helicopter that was about to show up, they had engine trouble, so they had to turn around. Nobody ever got to me. Well, finally, I get to SAMC in San Antonio, the military hospital there, and they had some young doctor who he kind of looked at me and he was like, "I think I can save his eye." And a whole bunch of doctors were like, there's no way. Well, it missed my optic nerve by 0.5 millimeter. The bullet? Yeah, the bullet missed it by 0.5 millimeter. So that guy, he was able to save my eye, and of course it took like 14 hours. They reconstructed the inside of my face and the whole thing. Well, anyway, in order to save the eye, I had to lie on my stomach off the edge of a bed because they put some like artificial fluid, and I just had to be there for like 6 months. And all I did was I watched YouTube videos on how to forge. I watched YouTube videos for like 6 months. I watched YouTube videos how to forge, and then when they gave me the clear that like, okay, you can pick up a jug of milk or whatever, I bought. There was a cast iron pan. I drilled a hole in the side of it with a little pipe and a hair dryer as the bellows for the air, and I just started making really crappy knives. And I made shitty knives for like 6 months, and some hunters in the area were like, "I want to support you anyway. I'll buy 2." And turned into 10, turned into 20. The knives started looking better. And now it's been 10 years that I've been forging in full-time business.
Awesome. Nice. Such a
random. When you're forging these, because if you go too hard, it will split. It loses heat really, really fast, which is why you see it go gray really fast. Yeah. But eventually the hole gets bigger and bigger. And you just keep doing that again and again and again.
How many times it took to you to just buy from scratch this one and the Tomahawk?
Hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah. You eventually get your process, you know, but it's a lot of trial and error. And some steels it works, some it doesn't. And you just have to do it just to figure it out, you know?
Yeah. And I heard that you can begin the work at a time, and just after you have to let the steel wait for maybe 1 or 2 days, and after you are going to work again on it. So you're...
Yeah, well, so with that right there, that is a heat treating oven, you know? With modern steels, everything takes time to bring the heat back. So as you forge, you're putting a lot of stress and a lot of so the crystals in the steel, they expand and it becomes very brittle. So if you were to drop it, like this kind of steel, if you were to drop it on the ground, it would shatter, it would break. So that's when you put it back in the oven, you bring it up to 1700 degrees for 2 hours, and then you cut it off, and it has to bring that stress out of the steel. And you have to do that over a period of 2 days. That's why with these modern steels, people think, you know, well, I would like a knife. Can I have it in 2 days? Like, no, don't go away. The way steel is nowadays and the way people want their knives, it takes time. It takes a lot of time to remove that stress from the steel. So from the point of forging, like I can have these done before you guys go back home. But with like the larger blades, it's like a whole week long process of forging out the steel and taking the stress out of the steel. So
crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. So, yeah. So this is yours. That's your brother's and everything. But these are the standard breacher hawks.
Okay. Wow, awesome. Yeah, awesome, man. So proud.
And it's 80 CRV 2 steel, which is what I use from now on. And the stuff is awesome, man. It's indestructible.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
So proud.
Just a shape like
it's just a shape, and then you know, traditional bleeding heart is what they call them. But
because you can be sweet as well.
Yes. You kill them with kindness.
Be poetic.
Yeah.
You say thank you and appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, it's a peace pipe. You know, either we can be friends, or I can use it as
it's up to you.
An axe. It's up to you. Yeah. I forgot to mention there are cartel out here. So every night, we got full auto, like the whole thing. And then sometimes I'll take the scar out back and I'll get pissed off that they won't shut the fuck up, and then I'll go in the back and just like, fuck you. And then they'll America, right?
Let's organize something.
Yeah, this summer. Yeah, hopefully it's one that I'm there, because when I'm there, I'm the bad guy car.
Great, always.
You just